The Human Target, issue number 8. We are nearing the end of this book. Christopher Chance only has about 5 to 4 days left to live, depending on how many books we have after this one, which it's going to be 4. So he's going to die soon, and we still don't really have the answers we're looking for. Don't worry, none of them are answered in this book. In fact, we're taking a little bit of a sidestep because we pretty much just wasted a whole day, and that's kind of cool. Look, the premise of this book has always been 12 issues, so I don't think this book was filler. This was always intentionally planned for the book. I just like that with 12 days left to live for Christopher, we're going to take a step back and ruin one. First off, it's the Rocket Red book. Character you don't see a lot of anymore, and you know what? Character's awesome. Silly Russian big guy. Like, yeah, give me that shit. Come on. Who doesn't want to read the book like that? It's awesome. I talk about the covers a lot in this series. I love the drastic change in this one. It's more jarring than some of the other covers we've seen in this run solely because it's red and white, just these dark, brooding colors that represent blood and destruction. It looks great. So this issue has a couple of running themes. The first one is we start a lot of new pages or new scenes with Christopher waking up. The first panel, his eyes are closed. The second one, he wakes up in new places. So he wakes up to some strange noise. He sees like light peering in on him. He's like, oh shit. He gets iced down because they're in bed together. And some bullets come flying at him. And then we see Ice puts up a barrier. Some bullets come and hit her. She is down for the count. They're just tranks. They're not like real dangerous stuff. But he able to evade. He grabs his gun from under the bed. He takes a shot and blows off the door. And that is where we see the colors of the Russian man, Rocket Red, piercing through. Now, it's been a minute since I've read anything of this character in it. Has he always talked like with the accent of the man whose first language isn't English, where it's like, Christopher, please, will you listen? And it's like, not using proper dialogue for English. I'm like, is that always how he's talked? I can't remember. But it's great. So he's trying to get a hold of Christopher. Shoots him again. Use the motif. We wake up in a new place. And Christopher pulls the trank out of his neck. He's in some home he doesn't recognize. They're potentially at the motel. And we're just seeing, okay. He finds Rocket in the other room. They go to talk. Trying to figure out what it is. He finds a bottle of gin in the wall. He starts to drink it. I guess I should say vodka. It's not gin because he's Russian. It's probably vodka. So he opens it up, pours a drink. Rocket's like, well, in Russia, we only drink on special occasion. Christopher's like, well, you're in luck because today's a special occasion because it's going to be the last drink you have before I break your neck for putting ice in that position. So what happens next? They both drink the vodka. Instantly, the trank hits him again. Christopher passes out, and he wakes up in a new location. This time, he's outside in a field next to some targets, literally making him the human target as Rocket is shooting stuff right at him. There's a lot of themes in this book. Christopher waking up, Christopher literally becoming a human target for a guy whose main thing is using rocket power against you, and this weird idea about, like, Tolstoy's like theory about like Napoleonic Wars and how Russia won in the end. We won't spend too much time dwelling on that, but it's just like, you know, they retreated so much, Russia retreated so much on the advance of Napoleon that when they came so close to the winters that they never felt before, Napoleon fell off his horse and he couldn't continue the fight, which is essentially what we see he's doing here. And now we have to confess something, right? What is really going on here? What is all of this about? Well, we zap him again. Christopher wakes up. He's hanging in the sky this time. And this is where we get all the information that's going on. So what does Rocket Red want with Christopher? He wants to know where Guy Gardner is. He has no idea because they have a lot of stuff going on. A little recap for you as Christopher drops from 20,000 feet in the air. Thinks he's going to die. He doesn't care. He knows he's going to get saved. And he does. And then Rocket lays it out like, he's my friend, he says he has a problem with you, he's angry at you, knows you're with his girl, doesn't like that, we have dinner plans, he doesn't show, I try to call him, he doesn't answer, and you know, he's not a polite guy, I know he's got a lot of things going on in his head, something tells me if there was going to be trouble, he might come to find you because he really freaking hates you. So, where is he? You know what's going on there? I'd like to know what's going on. If you could tell me, I'm literally holding like your life in my hands. So if you give me some answer I don't like, you're going to fall and die. But Christopher, it's like, shut up. I don't care. Very much like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where he is. What do you want from me? Drops again. Just accepting his fate like, well, here we go. See if it happens. Wake up again in a new location. This time it's a little more like a base, and you just see like, okay, now what's going on? Rocket's not playing around anymore. Okay? This time, throws a drink at him, making him a target again. He's just like, you're lying to me again, okay? I know, like, I'm not a dumb guy. Like, I might not be the brightest out there, but I'm smart. While you're sleeping, I examine you with my armor. I know there's traces of his ring on you. It's faint, but I also can't feel his presence anywhere else on Earth. I can't feel his presence anywhere else in space. So that's weird, isn't it? Why don't you try telling me why I have the traces of him on you and his traces nowhere else in the fucking galaxy? Why don't you try telling me what that one is, okay? Because I know he wants to fight you. I know he wanted to do something to you. So just tell me, okay? Even if you killed him. Okay? Even if you killed him, just give me his body so I can bury him, you know? And we get another really interesting piece of dialogue here from Rocket. It's like, we were family, the Justice League International, we were not Superman and Batman and Flash, although Batman was on that team for a bit, original good guys. They would not have us. We only had each other. We saw each other make mistakes that Superman would not allow. And because of this, because we could forgive, we were family. He's like, just let me bury him. Interesting. I guess from Rocket's perspective, that is accurate because he's kind of the guy that got forgotten from that team. You don't see him pop up a lot. And I guess that's what makes him perfect for like a Tom King book where he can just show up, give you expositions of like the saddened guy who's kind of war-torn and against it all. And I think that's kind of fun. Again, Christopher's not saying anything. More people start punching. He's kicking the shit out of him. He's like, I took off my armor because I want to like get on your playing field. Maybe if I kill you slowly, you'll give me the information. But you're not. I think I should put the armor back on. And then Christopher wakes up again. He's back in bed, this time with ice. And we see, Rocket's here to apologize because guess what? He got a call from Guy. He's in some other dimension doing something for a secret mission. He'll return shortly. And something could happen to him. Who's to say what could happen to him there? But the truth is, he's just not on this realm right now, so I couldn't trace him. I brought you a bottle. I wish to apologize for my behavior. I like that Tom King and Smallwood are just like, what if he's just like a Russian guy? He has vodka with him. He's got the classic beard and tracksuit. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. This guy is Russian. He is called Rocket Red. Like, he is a Russian guy. Let's not try to like guzzy it up or anything. You get it. Chris takes the bottle. He's like, fuck that. Just punches him. I think he breaks the bottle over him, actually. He's like, I wasted a whole day on this? You wasted a whole day. I got 12 days left. We're on day fucking 8, buddy, and you do this to me. And he is just pissed and ready to beat the crap out of Rocket. And you know what? I guess that's kind of earned. The thing about that is, though, like, yes, Christopher did know what happened to Guy, so Rocket's not in the wrong, but from Christopher's perspective, sure, makes sense. Again, wakes up, he's in bed, it's still day 8, but it's like 11:57 at night, whole day wasted, it shouldn't matter, because in the end, he's with his girl. You like that. And the other thing is just like, going back to the theme with Napoleon and the Russian, it's back to Tolstoy, isn't it? What those Russians understood, what Napoleon never got, let Moscow burn to win. Let Moscow burn. To win, you got to have nothing to lose. Like, okay. Now we're talking, Chris. Getting a little dramatic in here, but I can't complain. So hell, it's going to be the next day. He takes another drink, lies in bed with his girl. Everything is coming up. Human target. Cool. A great ending. A great ending, man. Oh, I really enjoyed this issue. I love what it's exploring. I love what it's doing. This is the perfect issue for a Rocket Red character. I love everything about this one. The energy, the motifs, everything coming back. It was such a good story. And I love, again, I don't want to sit here and just tell you that the artwork is impeccable. Because I could do that every day, all day for the rest of my freaking life. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But I love what this one did. I love just like the ideas of their opposing forces together. I love that they just framed Guy still being alive. So I kind of talked over that. Yes, Ice and Christopher faked the idea that Guy, that they made like a voice modulator and said that Guy was over there. I love that so much. What a fun novel story. I'm digging this, and it kind of gets me excited for Danger Street. You know, that's gonna be a fun one too. This is it. When you put him in the good spot, King knows what he's doing, and this is a prime example of that. Characters that deserve the right to do whatever they want. It's kind of fun, and I'm on board for it. So more of it, please and thank you. I'll take it in spades. So The Human Target issue number 8, I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.